Welcome to this week's episode of TLA. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Thuy and I'm a local vlogger, blogger, and kayak fisherman in the Bay Area. I'm locally known as the Los Anchovy or TLA for short. This week I go to Oyster Point with my friends Moomoo Outdoors, Thuy, fishing 24/7, Fernando and Danny to target early season California halibut. Throughout this video, I will provide you with some helpful tips that I have learned through the years to get you on the California halibut. The early season halibut bite is starting early and it's an exciting time in the bay after the big herring spawns. If you want to know more about kayak fishing, you can always visit my website and blog at www.thelosanchovy.com, where I have extensive articles and tutorials to help you get started. Let's get started this week on this episode of TLA. We're gonna go on the halibut hunt today. Got me a beautiful sex herring. You guys love this. I love this bait. Once again, I like to use smelt and other live bait when I have the chance, but I'll use sex herring when I don't have the chance. Moo is leading a bunch of people to nowhere's land. Nando and I are gonna go find the fish. I'm gonna beat Moo because he got his 40 last year, and this year I'm gonna hammer him out. Oyster Point Marina is a great place to fish. However, be mindful of the strong afternoon winds and always wear a personal flotation device when you're out on the water. Mistakes here can and will be fatal. Okay, so we got a sinking slider. This is a rig that I learned how to use from Moo. It's actually a rig that it's fairly simple. It's just a three-way, but you have a little leader and you have a little swivel like that, and you add it to the thing. I hope you guys can see that. That's a simple way when you don't have a slider or anything like that, or three-way, you can do this too. And drop it. About 11 feet of water, so I have about a 12-ounce weight. I hold it a little bit more than I think most people. You can do it with it like an 8 or so, but I do like a 12-ounce weight, so I'm gonna do that today. And we'll tour around. We'll go find Moo and we'll find Thuy. All right, guys. So I'm gonna give you some tips throughout this video to help you guys catch halibut a little better. Okay? So number one tip about fishing halibut is you want nice, clean water. You don't want muddy water. They're sightseeing fish, so they definitely want to see the bait. And if your water is muddy, that definitely impacts your ability to catch fish. So look for nice, clean water in the bay. It should be nice and green, okay? All right, guys, fish hot, first fish. Let's open the keeper. No, it's a shaker. Shaker. Okay. It's a shaker. So with shakers, you never want to deal with them too much. You want to pop them off because they split tail. So it's important to make sure you get them off. So I'm gonna pop this guy off. I'm gonna let him go. Okay, I'm gonna let him go. Okay, so it's super important that we don't handle them too much, at least on the shakers. Okay, we gotta let them go. So I just got word from Moo that Thuy got a 36-inch halibut. He's going after my title, folks. This will not stand. There shall be retaliation for this transgression against me and my Butt King title. What should I do? What should I do, Moo? He went after me early. He went after my crown early.
What have I done? I should have never sold in my kayak.
Maybe it's your kayak, bro.
What have I done?
Now you're gonna catch nothing on this new kayak. So you got a really nice Hallie. 35?
36.
36? Oh, it is a big fish. It is a big fish. Alright guys. So tide is well on its way, and we're in the middle of the tide, so we're gonna have to see what bites here and there. But in a big tide swing, the fish will bite 2 times during a tide. Okay, so this is tip 2 that we have today. Is you want to catch halibut, you target them at the turn of the tide. Very, very important. They're very tide dependent, at least in the bay. So at that turn of the tide, right at the beginning, you have about 2 hours or so. That's where you want to find them, and you gotta get them. Okay, they'll bite at the beginning of the tide, and they'll bite at the very end of the tide. And as the tide begins to slow down, they'll go again, and just have to stay on top of them. If you had gotten a big fish, go to that same area and circle it at the end of the tide and see if there's another few fish hanging in the same area. Okay, so that's tip 2 to how to catch halibut in the bay. Oh, I got attacked or not? Something went down. Damn it. See what happened. Ah, there you go. See that? See that? That's it right there. Just got attacked. If you enjoy these videos and getting some value from it, consider hitting the subscribe button, sharing and liking. It really helps the channel out and allows you to make more quality videos for you. I love being out on the bay with my friends. We couldn't have asked for more with such nice weather. Alright guys, so it's been a few hours now, and the halibut bite's pretty slow because the tide's ripping pretty fast, so you have to kind of wait to the end of that tide. So that was tip 2. So tip 3 is, when you're fighting a halibut, do everything you can to keep the head under the water. Okay, most of the time if you see a halibut, they'll make a few runs, but they'll go absolutely ballistic if you pull their head out of the water. A lot of people lose fish that way. Don't get overly excited. Try to horse the fish in, pull its head out of water, it goes ballistic, snaps your line, makes a run to the bottom, and you lose that fish. Okay, so tip 3 is keep the halibut head under the water when you catch it, and you'll have a much better chance of getting a fish. All right, come on.
Yeah, go Toby!
Don't give me that. Ah, shaker, shaker. Shaker, shaker.
Is it a groundkeeper?
Nah, it's a shaker.
That's very good for barbecue.
Sure. Like a this measure. 21 and a half. All right, boy, back you go. Safely released. All right, guys. So I think it's the 4th tip right now, right? So for the 4th tip, what I just did on that last bite right there was I found a ledge that I know historically they like to hang out in. I didn't know if there's gonna be a big fish or a small fish, but there's definitely a fish, right? And I just kind of waited for the tide to hit right, and then I went to that ledge and I got hit right away, right? So the next tip is to fish ledges, right? Fish ledges, eddies, areas that have an up and a down, like that, right? A slope. If you can find those, usually you can also usually find some fish that like to hang around there, because generally they like to hang around those particular areas. Okay, so the next tip 4 is to find ledges.
If you want to know more about how to fish Oyster Point, I'll leave a link in the descriptions for my article on how to fish this particular area.
All right, guys. So it's the end of the day. We didn't do too well. I mean, I didn't do too well. Got a bunch of scratch bait, as you guys saw earlier, and a bunch of small halibut when the tides were right. But you know, for the most part, it's like that right now. It's still really, really uber super early. There are going to be some bigger fish like the one Thuy got in the mix, and as we head into March and April, you will definitely get more and more bigger fish pop up. So that's the trend, right? So let's see if they keep popping up. I mean, I imagine the next few weeks will definitely increase and get better.
I was definitely a little jelly of Thuy's fish since he don't even like eating halibut in the first place. It's like, Moo, you don't even want to be butt king, but here he is trying to take my crown. I don't know what to do with these guys.
All these YouTubers there. There's one right there, and there's another one right there. So there's like two of them right there, see? And that's what happens when you get a bunch of YouTubers together.
What's up?
I hate you. Danny.
We had a great time and a great barbecue after to enjoy a beautiful spring day out in the bay. Oyster Point is a great place to kayak fish for early season halibut and stripers. There are great facilities to enjoy a barbecue or picnic next to the bay. So come out and enjoy the spring weather and hopefully you'll catch yourself a fish. Come visit our store in beautiful Redwood City, where we have everything you need to get started. Our helpful staff will get you situated and answer any questions you may have. If you are in the East Bay, come check out our brand new store in beautiful Brooklyn Basin. From SUPs to PFDs, our shop has everything you need and our friendly staff will get you situated and in the water in no time.